time it is. Shenanigan time. Yeah! What is going on, everybody? How are you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Collecting Havoc. You guys know I'm John. I'm the host of the Shenanigans, and today we're going to get up to some shenanigans because it's Sunday. It's time for the news along with our Sunday toy hunt. Before we do get to any of those, you guys know what you got to do if you are new to the channel and you do enjoy toy-related content such as toy news, toy hunts, toy shows, toy shops. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Join the tons of followers of Collecting Havoc. I'd really appreciate it. Gotta hit that like button. It does help me grow the channel, helps you with recommendations. And down in the comments, guys, what is going on? So much going on. San Diego Comic-Con is right around the corner, and we've already got a ton of reveals. I'll be showing a few more reveals in the news. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to the most at San Diego Comic-Con, because it's only a couple weeks away, guys. So let's start thinking about that. And while you're doing it, let's go look at some toys. Yep. It looks like clearance is going well here. So this is, as Black Forge likes to call this, Chewbecca. I call it Jedi Wookiee. There's the Mandos to go with our Landos we found. But yeah, I knew this was going to go on clearance at some point. But yeah, that's all that's here. Clearance still going. Let's see if anything else got added to clearance. Or if we find some 50% offs on stuff that we actually need. Ooh, those moved. Where was I? More clearances. More. That's 50%. Shell Razor's still here. I'll try back tomorrow. I might just grab one anyways. I'm gonna try again. We'll try back again Sunday or Monday. See if those go down to 50%. It usually takes about a week, and Tuesday will mark a week. I'm pretty sure these are on clearance. They're just not marked. Because, yeah, they got those. It's a pretty cool figure. I have it. Like, I actually found this at Ross Lake last year. So, this we need 50% off. That we need 50% off. Almost there. But, yeah, there's nothing else really going on here. Still haven't found the... Oh, hey. See, I don't know what the Iconic Panther Mutator is. I don't know if it's... I guess I'm going to have to scan one because these can't be. This can't be. I don't know what this is. I'm going to have to... Because it won't scan, so I don't know. We'll see. But if these ever get down really cheap, I want to get one to turn into a cryopod. And then there's all your clearance Pokemon stuff. Okay, so we got wasted retail space, this whole 4-foot section. Oh, 30%, but I think that's where he was at last time. Wolverines haven't moved. They still got a couple Joes. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's 30% off. There's the tag there for it. Wow, how's the Wolverines not all sold out? People definitely waiting for this to hit 50% off. I may grab another one. I could do something with the body, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. But we got that 2-pack made its way here. That's on clearance. Clearance. Not clearance. I'm pretty sure these are on clearance, but they just don't have them marked. Red Label. Metamorpho. People are just looking through them and leaving them wherever. Those are 30% off. Batmobile. We got some bots on clearance, but when you get kind of going like this, they just make it a mess. Even Overload here. That's a shame. Nothing new, though. I was hoping they'd drop something new. But it is cool. That rock and roll, I'm going to pass on. I like my classified version. And I don't need... I got the SDCC exclusive. And I already have Bullet Torch. Alright, what else we got here? This store is a mess. Wow. Alright, let's keep looking. Let's see if we can find anything else. Like, dinosaurs. Clearance, or I can't pronounce them. You know that already. And then their Legos. and more. All right, I'm gonna keep looking. Oh, it was organized. Usually, yep. See, that's nice seeing those in my area. I just need it to be the new ones. Blanca and Sagat. All the new, all that old stuff. Pops. Anime. Godzilla, Turtles, Panda, and then, yeah, Beetlejuice, Visible Man, Dracula, plushies, and more of these. Okay, that's about it. Oh, let's go somewhere else. Usually, this one has nothing, but check it out. They actually have the shipper here. Looks like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been cleaned out. Got Rhea Ripley, Ring General, Cody. Anything good here? Waller, Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio. Can't believe that's a freaking favorite already. Seth Rollins, mostly 117. Axiom. Bet you this John Cena's already gone. Yeah, John Cena's already gone. I bet you got here. Ugh. Can't believe they let her be Queen of the Ring. Nah. Nope. Oh, not even a chase there. Yeah, John Cena's gone. But check out, they got all the new stuff. And we got Sammy Uso, Drew, Stone Colds are here. Finally. Alright. Okay. But this Cena's gone, sadly. Got to see the new shipper. Let's see if we can see some new, I can't pronounce the sources. I still got to go through clearance. I just saw the shipper and I had to go look at it. But yeah, there's some of the 2003 Turts. Nothing in Legends. Yeah, this is really the worst Walmart ever. There's nothing here, but we get Landos, and in here somewhere is a Mando. I just don't know where they are, or not. There's a couple Landos, lots of Landos, lots of rears. A couple Landos here. Oh, hey, there's no Mandos here. What? Lando outlived the Mando. Squadrons as usual. Kids screaming. Swapticons, whatever those are. Blockies. We got Bone Crusher, Wheeljack. We got some Waspinators, Prime, B. What's left of the regular wrestling section? Not much. And then there's literally nothing here. This is it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, since we actually found something here, let's see if we find anything else here. Oh, they got a bunch of Ben Coopers, but people went through them. Debating on if I want to get Batgirl if I ever find her again. And then, oh, okay. This isn't even the main section. This is just, they just throw stuff over here when they need extra space. So next you see me, we'll be in the right. What I found. We got the Ronan Casey Jones. Nice. Still rocking Cyborg belly bombs. Rooftop battle damage pack, which people are finding on clearance. Not here yet. Anime stuff. And both Beetlejuices, statues, Panda. Speaking of Beetlejuice. And then we got Red Batman again. We already sent one to Shorty's Toy Box. It should be arriving by the time we see this video or the next day. Not sure. Yeah, that's what they got. Year 2 Batman and Guy Gardner, because Guy Gardner's everywhere. So, yeah. Got some pops and some plushies. But yeah, it's not much going on here. Those, oh, they're only $10. So if they get down to 5, I might grab one. I got some like weights from figures and stuff. I could build a little gym. Be kind of cool. Well, like last... Oh, hey, that's new here. Interesting. I didn't even notice this. 99... And I don't have him. This is tempting. That's the only one I see. I'll have to look around. But, interesting. Yeah, they're running low on legends here. Gold archives are going low. They got all those. I told you these would end up at Ollie's. They only have stance, so I will wait. We got these. These were at the last video at the last Ollie's. But also, I thought that was cool that these are here. So, those are kind of cool. But let's see, where's the tag on these? Oh, this one doesn't have. Okay, there it is. They're on the side. So, there you go. We'll do that for maybe part of a thumbnail collage. Tons of these Dungeons and Dragon Nerf guns. What else we got going on here? Peppa Pig. We got tons of kickbacks. There's kickbacks all the way back. Let's see. Games. This is a really, just so you guys know, this is one of the smaller Ollies, so there's not a whole lot here. But that's so cool to find. All right, let's see. I think that's about it. We'll go look around, see if there's anything for, well, anything else. Probably Prism, Monster Trucks. And then it's all games over here. I don't see any figures. Much going on over here. Which one is this one? Sometimes you get some useful props in here. Oh, this is cool. That's not too bad. $9, not bad. It's like $10 for one of them now. All right. Hey, Jake, or Lucas, pandas. Yeah, the food on these crate ones kind of suck. Check that out. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, look at all the Five Nights at Freddy's. What's all that same one? Tie-dye Bonnie. All right. Okay. Best action. All right. Well, check that out. Oh, hey. They got these here, sweet. And they are $15 for a pizza thrower. You know what? I'm an idiot. I hit the wrong button. But that's cool. Pizza, that is pretty cool. First time I've seen something at mine in a while. I might have to go hit the Racine one. Oh, and this, some custom fodder. All right, let's see if there's anything there up front. They got a bin up front too where they keep some stuff too, but that is pretty cool. There is so much more up here. Check this out. So we found that in the back, but look at this. One I needed. And then we got lots more fodder. So there's a couple of those left. Nice, nice. Rogue One. Oh, look at more of those. So we got the two I need. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Holy cow. But I got the two I needed. So. Okay. I got to wrap up the hunt right there because we got to get to the news here. But before we do, I'm just going to make this wrap up real quick. Don't forget to make sure you guys subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Got to join the tens of followers of Collecting Havoc. But anyways, to the recap. Ross, bam, Legends finally, and the pizza thrower for $15. That thing was like, what, $40 originally? So that was a good find. Ollie's, you know what, I found the wrestling figures. There's a couple of those Holocon figures, which, yeah, the character itself is crap, but if you guys just need those little pucks, it's worth it. What else we got? Walmart, we found the shipper, the WWE shipper. Holy cow. Of course, I was a day late and a dollar short. By 20 minutes, all the clear John Cena's were gone, of course. No chases. Buddy stopped by while I was looking through it. We went through the whole thing. No chases except for that WWE Superstars Jake the Snake Roberts, which he grabbed. I'm out on that line, so I just don't have enough room to go with all my Motu figures back there. Anyways, So yeah, there wasn't a whole lot to see other than those awesome finds that we already had. Target was, Target. But the good thing about Target is they are increasing their clearances. I've seen more products on clearance, and hopefully during this week we see some increased percentages because there's a couple things I want to get, but it's got to be 50% off. So hopefully find those this week. And anyways, let's go check out the news. All right, guys, welcome to the weekly news that matters to us. Got quite a bit to go over. Shoot, there is so much I couldn't even get it all. I would have had to do an hour video just to get even 3/4 of the news that I found this week. But I think I found the good stuff for us, the stuff that you guys might appreciate, stuff like that. So we're gonna kick it off with SH Figure Arts, getting into the Gamerverse stuff with Cyclops. Looks pretty good. I've been seeing some comparison stuff. It looks like it'll scale nicely with the Marvel Legends Capcom stuff that they're doing. So hopefully this is going to be good. Looks like pre-orders go live Tuesday. Don't have a price on it, but it's supposed to be coming out November. So that'll look really nice if you guys want something with a little more articulation than what Hasbro's putting out for Jim Lee era Cyclops. Moving on to Big Bad Workshop, obviously a BBTS exclusive. Cops and Crooks getting some figures. We're getting Bulletproof. Looks like it is up for pre-order now at $39.99. Looks pretty good. And a soft goods trench coat, so that's kind of cool. Not sure when that's gonna be coming out, but I'll have to double check and let you guys know later. Okay, now Mafex, whatever. They're coming out with some pretty cool stuff. They actually got quite a bit. First up, they're coming out with a T800 John Connor Terminator 2 Judgment Day 2-pack. Looks pretty good. 2 figures, lots of accessories, $135. Don't have any information other than that right now. And to go with that, they got the T1000, and look, you see it's got all the accessories. You can pretty much do any scene you want from T2. That's gonna be like $96. So they're gonna hurt your wallet, but they're gonna look nice. They're also doing a comic renewal version of the Miles Morales Spider-Man. It's gonna be about $74. Looks pretty good. You can see there's a bunch of accessories, usual stuff they do with Spider-Man from Mafex. There's also going to be a Scarlet Spider version 2.0, which I'm assuming is just upgrades on a previous release. I'm not familiar with the original. I don't remember the Scarlet Spider. I know it was out, but I don't remember anything about it. Ugh, I need to pay attention more to that, don't I? They're also going to do a Homelander blood splatter version. So I believe this is their second version of Homelander, because I know when NECA came out with theirs, there was some hullabaloo over whose was better, whether it was NECA or Mafex, but to each their own. And then also they're doing a Black Knight, or is it Black Knight? No, it's Batman Black Knight Crusader. That's what the name on it is. I'm not sure what comic story this is from, but looks good. Mafex does Batman pretty well. So there you go on the Mafex. NECA has a couple really cool releases coming up. I don't believe I went over this one last week, but they are doing Art the Clown from the Terrifier series. This is going to be an Ultimate Edition, so it's probably going to be about $35. Looks like it is up for pre-order now or coming up pretty soon. Did not double check that. I got to do a better job on this news stuff, don't I? Got to get more information. I got to do it all. But honestly, there was so much, it was hard to put it together, ain't gonna lie. Next up, we got another Last Ronin figure. I thought we already had a Casey Marie. I think the Casey Marie we got had a bike with it. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. But this Casey Marie is gonna have baby Odin and Uno. Don't know this story. Really need to read this story eventually. But it looks like this set will be $60. And then a set I'm really looking forward to. These Ben Coopers are growing on me. Look at this. Look at this wave 8. We got Elf, Pee Wee Herman, Garfield, and Predator. I mean, come on, you guys. These are going to be great. I'm assuming these are going to be about $20 to $25, depending on where you buy them at. but I think this is going to be the first one where I buy all 4 in the wave. So that is awesome. Okay, continuing on with this news, we got some Jada Toys Mega Man figures coming up. They announced another Mega Man, which I know we already have a Mega Man, but this one comes with a helmetless head sculpt as well as a helmeted one. So you have, those two versions if you missed the first one. I know the first one has become a little bit hard to find at a fairly retail price. Not too expensive, but it's getting up there. And you can see it comes with some pretty cool accessories. Next up is Bubble Man. I could not figure out which game this was, which Mega Man this was from, but he looks cool, looks awesome, and I really think I'm going to build up all the bad guys for every level. This guy looks great, and so does Woodman. I don't remember Woodman at all. I had to look him up just to prove that he existed. I'm like, apparently I didn't play as many Mega Man games as I thought I thought I played them all, but looks great. Obviously, as you can see, lots of accessories. That's one thing that Jada is doing right. They're pricing well. They're doing good amounts of accessories and effects, and even stands when necessary. So that's awesome. Coming up, we got loyal subjects doing some San Diego Comic Con exclusives with some of the Hasbro licensed stuff they have. First up, we're getting a My Pet Monster, the 14-inch size plush, which I think was medium. Isn't the big size when we were little? I think it was more that's medium. But they're going to be doing that one. Gem and the Holograms is getting another release, a 2-pack of Jerica and Synergy. It's going to go for 120. And that's the only picture I could find was this one, so I don't know what it comes with. And I'm going to assume this is going to be the same size as that gem that was at Walmart for a while that nobody could find. So there's going to be that. Then they're doing the Popples. They're going to come out with the Popple plush. Now, I know many of us didn't have this, but some of us had sisters and, stuff like that. I had a sister that had these, so I'm familiar with them. And then, of course, to combat all the girl toys and dolls and things they had, we got my buddy and me. We're getting a vintage edition. I believe this is the size of the original one with the red hat, whereas the last one we got at Walmart was just a mini version. So that's kind of cool. All right, coming up, we got some Mattel announcements that I found this week. So that was pretty cool. Looks like a lot of this is going to be San Diego Comic Con exclusives. But first up, going up for pre-order July 1st, not October like I originally thought. We're getting the Fright Zone finally. It's going to be a little pricey. I couldn't find a price on it, but I do know it's going to be bigger than the original and has, obviously a few more accessories. So that's cool. I don't know. Let me know if you guys are getting this to go with the rest of your Origins. I think this thing looks great. So now moving on to the SDCC, CCCC exclusives. First up, we're going to go with a wrestling figure. You got to get the WWE Ultimate Edition John Cena, which from the looks of it is going to come with every belt he's ever held, or at least like 8 of them. So if you don't have any of the belts, get this, you'll have all the belts you need. And then we're also getting a Little People Collector Deadpool set. So I know I've been seeing the Little People everywhere from TJ Maxx to Ross to Target to Walmart to everywhere. And they do sports teams, pop culture, little kid stuff. But now they're doing a SDCC Deadpool set. So if this is your thing, it's going to be available. But this next item, this Masters of the Universe Turtles of Grayskull Skella Shredder action figure. I don't know why I said that, but it comes with a throne. This thing is awesome. I'm getting it. I don't care. I will I will beg for pennies on the corner to get this. It's awesome, and it's going to fit perfectly with the rest of my Origin stuff. Then Mattel's also doing a Jurassic World Tyrannosaurus Rex Convention Crasher. I know the scene, but why do I not remember the kid in the dinosaur suit? I don't know why I can't remember that, but I do remember the scene. So there's this if you're into stuff like that. They're also doing for you ladies, they're doing a Monster High Sweet Screams Twyla doll. So there's going to be a SDCC exclusive for Monster High. It looks good. This is what you collect. It's pretty cool. It's going to be $80 though. So it's a hefty price for a Monster High doll. Also with Mattel, they got Hot Wheels, of course. So for you Hot Wheel guys, there's going to be the 40th anniversary Jaws set. Looks pretty cool.
To go with that, they're also doing the 40th anniversary Back to the Future set at the Twin Pines Mall with the truck in the car. So that's kind of cool. And then for you Mario Kart fans, they're going to do a Pauline vehicle, which I'm not familiar with Pauline. I'm assuming one of the princesses. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. Loose Collector made some announcements too recently, and I know they've been teased. They may be this might be older news, but this is the first time I've really seen completed pictures and completed images. They're doing an angelic armor Lady Death. Oh, this looks good. Looks like they're doing it on their updated bucks. If we all remember, the original Lady Death was very hair heavy and did not stand up. Hopefully, this one comes with a flight stand because this looks really good. And then they're also doing Wargoth, the Everkind. Not familiar with this character, but he looks cool. If you're into barbarians, gonna fit on your Conan shelf, barbarian shelves, in a lot of places. And it looks pretty good too. So we have the Hasbro announcements. They did a live stream for Transformers on Monday, and I don't think they announced anything else for GI Joes, Star Wars, anything, but they did 4 studio series on Monday. So we're going to go over that and we're going to review it here. So first up, they talked about this concept art KSI Widow from, I believe this was Revenge of the Fallen, or was it Dark Side of the Moon? Can't remember which one. I have to look at the picture. You'll see it on the screen. But it was obviously Stinger style. They're, I guess, apparently based on what I saw in the live stream on Monday, they were talking about doing a bunch more of the concept arts from the movies. So if you guys are really enjoying it, they're going to do more. Then obviously next up, we're going to continue the Constructicons. We're going to get for deluxe class, we're going to get a Scavenger. So that's the next one in the Constructicons. So that makes, what is that? 5 out of, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 out of 6. Which with one left to go, which you'll see soon. Um, so that was cool. They're also going to do in deluxe class. We got a final announcement of Starscream from Transformers the movie 1. So if you guys remember that movie, they're going to do the Starscream from that. It looks pretty good. I enjoyed the movie. I I, I considered it non-canon to appease my brain that G1 is the canon. You can't change it. But you know what? On its own, Transformers 1 was pretty good. And Starscream, I like what they did with them, with all the Seekers. So that was pretty cool. So now you're going to get an action figure of Starscream. Now into Voyager class, got the 6th and final Constructicon getting Mixmaster. It's weird that they announced it on Monday because I know in Canada, people are already finding Mixmaster. So not sure what's going on there. And then we're getting a Thundercracker from War for Cybertron video game. It's gonna be Voyager class. These are all $34.99, so at least no price raises there, which is pretty cool. So now we get into the 2 leader class, where unfortunately there was a price increase from $54.99 to $59.99. Bummer, especially since this first one is a complete re-release, literally just repackaged. Grimlock, so for all of those you guys that don't want to pay 200 plus for an inbox Grimlock, they're re-releasing it in the new Studio Series packaging. It's exactly the same, no tweaks, same paint, same colors. They just literally changed nothing, just the packaging. But it'll be $59.99. End of the year, they said it's going to be the third quarter final release of the year, so should see it in time for Christmas. But now here's the one that everybody wanted, but has some issues, but people deal with it, and you know how it goes. But anyways, Megatron from Transformers the movie. Yes, it's going to be a tank. I was watching the live stream. They find, and it sounds like they've never said this before, but it's a legal issue. They can't make the gun because you can't make realistic looking toy guns anymore. They would have had to put, and this part is speculation, if I remember right. You would have to have like an orange stuff to make it not look like a real gun. And if we want movie accurate colors on Megatron, it wouldn't be able to have the orange rings and everything on it. So there you go. Megatron leader class, $59.99. End of the year, should be out in time for Christmas. But anyways, you guys, that was the news of the week that I could find. And yes, there was a lot of it. It's good stuff. Hopefully next week I'll find we got a live stream for GI Joe this week. We'll talk about anything McFarlane comes out with, any wrestling waves. Hopefully we get some more legend releases, or at least some, something we could talk about in the news. Obviously, I'll do some of the other companies. We'll see if Four Horsemen talks about anything. Loose Collector, I'll try to do 5K toys. Plus Valaverse did a live stream this morning from the DFW toy show. So we'll talk about those next week once some pictures are available. I didn't have time to throw anything together for that, but you know what? It's news. We'll talk about it next week. So make sure you guys are subscribed for that. Have the notifications on so you know when that video drops. And speaking of which, make sure you guys do like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys on the next hunt.